Olá, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo.
Hoje temos connosco uma convidada muito especial. Ela é representante do K-pop em Portugal e por isso, a partir de agora, o nosso vídeo vai ser em inglês.
Hi SunBeeHan, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is SunBeeHan and I'm from South Korea, but I live in Ericeira in Portugal. I'm a professional contemporary dancer and also I'm a co-director of Positivenomad Studio in Ericeira. Nice to meet you all. Yay!
So, can you please tell us a little about your dance career and when did you start dancing?
And white love for dance.
Yeah!
I started dancing professionally since when I was 17, like training with the ballet and contemporary. I did all my dance training in South Korea and I won the most prestigious dance competition called Donga in 2009, so I got a gold medal prize. And I went to Hanyang University in Seoul, so I did my BA and also Masters in dance there. After my Masters, I met my husband in an international dance festival in Seoul, and we got married and we moved to London, and that's why I restarted my career in London from 2011. When we got married with my husband, and of course I was working in London, but we bought a house in Lisbon in a Rua da Galleria, so it was a super center just behind, one street behind the Liberdade, Avenida de Liberdade. So we were living there since 2012. But when I had a project, so I go to London, so I worked 2 months and then I came back to Lisbon and I had a rest. So that's why I'm living in Lisbon, and now I live in Ericeira after the baby.
The next question is, how long have you been teaching?
And why teaching?
I started to teach quite young, when I was 21, 22, when I was in Korea, because I did a lot of part-time job when I was university. And especially I love teaching because not only teaching but like coaching and directing way, because when I see someone who can do better and I know how can they improve their ability, I feel very satisfied when I see them like a smile on their face during the dance. When I see them through my class and when they are like laughing or smiling or they are getting better, and I think I feel really good. So that's why I love teaching.
Now about K-pop.
Outside of Korea.
Yeah. Tell us about feedback.
Is it good? Is it bad? How is it?
Well, when I was living in Korea, I was really like love HOT or Jax Kiss or Pinkle. And especially I love Ihori. I don't know, I think she's really great. But when you go to university and you go into the new genre, and especially I was studying more pure dance, which is contemporary dance, not to like a commercial part. So I was a bit more apart, but then I came to Europe and I saw a lot of people love K-pop and wants to know the culture. And I think it's really great, you know, as a South Korean and a lot of people outside of the world, you know, on another side of the world, and they love to know about our culture. I think it's really great, especially very good artists like BTS or Blackpink or Twice or IU. Not only the K-pop, you know, and it expands to the like K culture, you know, food or the drama and the movie. So for me, I think it's really, they are doing very, very well in the outside of the Korea, because sometimes if you are inside the Korea, actually you don't listen so much K-pop, I think, unless you are in that age group, like a teenager or like until like 20. But I think outside of, you know, Korea, I think it's just everyone loves it. It doesn't matter how old you are, you know. So I think that's really good. I think they're doing very, very well. Yes.
So, do you have any tips for someone who can't dance at all?
Like us.
Exactly.
Well, I think, everybody has a different talent. I wasn't good at dancing at all, if you believe or not. I don't think I was very good, not good technically, but I think I improved through the practice. So I think if you are first time trying dance, like learning K-pop, like that, first I think you have to listen the song you want to dance. I think like a lot of times and repeat. If you have a certain choreography, trying to looking at the movements many times as possible, and maybe you can just learn little by little. So if you have a 3-minute choreography and like day 1 you only learn like 20 seconds, and then you divide another 20 seconds day after, so you see the details and you can just learn one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And if you, even though you never done dancing and just used to the music and trying to learn slowly, step by step, I think one day you will make it and you can be a good dancer, because I think the keep practice, the only way you can become a really good dancer.
SunBee Han, what inspires you?
So, how is it the creative process? How do you create your choreographies? Do you have specific concepts? How is it?
I think for me, I haven't done the K-pop choreography like officially, but I have done the contemporary piece with my brother for France in 2014, and the inspiration comes from really everywhere. I love photograph mainly, and I love writing, and of course the music. So if you have some moment, I'm trying to capture that part with my camera, and then I write. Always I write about something about life, or it's just a moment, or is it just the feeling or emotions, and then those kind of small sentences, and I choose the musics with that sentence, and sometimes with that I try to create my own movements.
In your opinion, what makes a great dancer or choreographer?
It's just talent?
Can be many things, like for example, I can simply describe, I think, my brother, who is a very famous dancer in South Korea, Suncheon, and I think he had a talent when he was young, and I knew he has a talent, and I think I had a certain talent, but not as much Suncheon. And for example, if I practice 100 times, and he will get it with like 3 times practice. So everybody born with a different talent. But if you are not using the talent to put in your effort, I don't think anybody will make a great dancer or a great choreographer.
So, dance has changed a lot over the years.
Do you think it's easier to learn now?
Right, because now you have online lessons, YouTube covers, it's easier now?
Yes, this is like totally different story from my generation. So my generation is like HOT, Jack's Kids. So maybe I had to record sometimes from the TV in a videotape, this thick videotape. I don't know if you guys know this, and I had those, and we had to just watch it again from the TV. So we record the live TV and televisions, and we have to just watch from the video so we could see the choreography all the time. Learning dance from YouTube, I think this is much easier to learn, but I don't know, because you do sometimes alone with a virtual online way, so it's not 100% interactive. I don't think it's 100% good way, because I think dance you really need to come to the space learning with a teacher. I think that's really different, because you know, you bring together and you practice together, like physically. Yeah, it's a bit different, but it's easier to learn nowadays, 100%.
What's your favorite style or genre to dance?
Right, because now there are so many genres and styles of music, and trends are changing all the time. What's your favorite?
I like K-pop. Because, I don't know, because it was always my passion since when I was a little girl. Even though I'm a contemporary dancer and I perform contemporary dance on the stage, and I do this K-pop as a hobby always, you know, on my spare time. As a dancer, I have my spare time, I do dance K-pop. So that's me. And especially I like the girl groups like Blackpink or like Everglow. Nowadays they are very good. And Twice, it's very cute. I'm trying to do my best, but I don't think it's suitable for me. But I love the girl generation or BoA. So I like the women singers covers for me. So they are my favorite style genre to dance.
So we love K-pop and we want dance K-pop.
Do you have any tips for us or for someone who wants to dance K-pop perfectly just like you? Please!
I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. I don't know people who know me very well from young age, and they know I'm really, like when I study, I really don't get up from my chair and really study. I had a plan last year. I'm gonna teach whole of the Portugal like a national tour, and I got permission by Korean government, so I got a certain plan permitted, and we had a plan for this year, but unfortunately we couldn't do it because of the coronavirus and all the pandemic issues. But I really wanted to go to Braga or Porto or Lisbon and Alentejo and Faro, like a north, like a middle part of the Portugal, or so the south as well. And because I knew a lot of covers groups exist in the whole of the Portugal, hopefully I can see you guys maybe next year, hopefully, if this situation doesn't last long, and hope I can tour the Portugal. Thank you so much for my long talk, long interviews, and I wish I can meet you guys in person. So if you have a time to come to Mafra or Ericeira and come to the studio, Positivenomad Studio, and you can find on the Instagram page. Everyone be healthy and keep dancing at home and keep dance K-pop. And even though you cannot go outside or maybe you cannot go to school, and don't give it up, you can learn K-pop at home, and I'll keep make my online dance classes for you guys. Okay, so DancingmamaTV, yes, YouTube, you can just click like and subscribe. Okay, nice to meet you all and see you soon. Ciao! Adios!
Thank you, ciao!